On 8.7, we're going to do example 3. We're still using the square root property because we don't have that middle term. And this time we're not going to get integer answers or real cute, neat, simple answers. You're actually going to need your calculator. Okay, so put me on pause for just a second and grab your calculator because you're going to need it. Okay, I just grabbed mine. I had put it away thinking I was done, and actually I'm not done. So let's go ahead and get started. We can use the square root property in letter A. We just need to get the squared variable by itself. And right now there's a plus 80 on the back end. So we're going to subtract 80. And so now I've got negative 80 equals negative 2x squared. And then last step, or next to last step, we'll divide by negative 2, and I've got positive 40 equals x squared. To undo a square root, or to undo a square, you're going to just square root each side, okay? So I know my answer is going to be positive or negative square root of 40. So the exact answer is positive or negative square root of 40, but if I want to estimate my answer, then what I want to do is take my calculator and actually plug in the square root of 40. And when you plug that in, just round to the nearest hundredth. I got this very long decimal, and it's like 6.324555532. That's what my calculator reads. So I'm going to round to the hundredth, and that's going to leave me right there. So, and I actually, when I put an equal sign, I need to put a little squiggle and say that's about, we're approximating. Anytime you have to round, we can't use an equal sign anymore. We're going to have to put a little squiggle line above that equal sign to show that we approximated our answer. They told us we could round to the hundredth, and so we did, but that's not actually the exact answer. Okay, let's take a look at B. We need to get, this time I think I'm just going to add x squared to each side. That's going to give me x squared equals 90, and then I want to take the square root of each side. So I know that x is going to be positive or negative square root of 90, but they want me to do an approximation of that decimal, okay? I'm not going to have it exactly, so hit second x squared, that'll pop up your square root sign, and then 90, and then hit enter. You're going to have this long decimal, 9.486832981. It's a long decimal, okay? We need to round to the hundredth. Hundredth is your second decimal place value. Now I've got an 8 in that second place value. The third value is a 6. It's going to round my 8 to a 9. And so that's the answer I'm looking for right there. So the answer is going to be positive or negative 9.49. That's where it's going to cross the x-axis, approximately. Okay, let's look at, how about if I just leave C for you? I think you can do that one by yourself. I don't think you need me. I think you figured it out. And then D, I'm going to leave that one for you too. Okay, so I think you can do this. I am not worried at all. Just use your calculator to approximate to the nearest hundredth with the decimal value of these square roots. Okay, bring your questions to class.